Mass shootouts that have more fights than Rocky. Play Xbox with Mac X in my socks. I got an excellent wife for excellent watch. Boom, check out, make them whole say rapper. Love it, they go over,
so let's keep a little, control over ourselves,
no go, man. This is real shit, something you deal with.
Hey, it gives you more time to think about what you gonna say. You know what I'm talking about?
You need me to blame, cause I'm the bad guy. Ain't long enough now.
It's only 4 hours.
Long enough now.
Okay.
It's our turn.
Hey,
Long enough now. Baby, long enough now. Baby, long enough now. It's our turn.
if you in the comments, run them up. What's going on? I am respectfully solid. Welcome to Our Turn to Talk Respectfully, where your opinion is definitely respected. You know what I mean? And we keep it solid at all times. You know what I'm saying? Nameless, what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing today? So, ladies, we're going to get it cracking. We've been waiting, but we're going to get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to introduce yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Do your big one. Tell everybody who you are. You know what I mean? What you got going on the app and what you got coming forward. Let's go.
Jen, you go first. Go ahead, girl. Girl, I feel like my schedule be full lately. But right now, other than being on the panel every Thursday at 8, which I absolutely adore and love and so excited for, I also do a show every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my live that is Growing Our Future Together with Genergy. So I am very excited about that. And we talk about finances and different ways to empower ourselves. And, I definitely can say that there's always something in there for somebody. And, last week was my first week, but I'm super excited to keep it going.
Amen. Virgo Vixen.
Well, yes, it is me, Virgo Vixen. I definitely took a break from streaming for a little while, get my mental right, but I definitely am coming back next week, starting Monday, What Men Want, Tuesday, Unfiltered, Wednesday, What Women Want, Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and Friday, Flashback Friday, Feel Good Friday.
Hey.
So I'm definitely coming back.
Hey.
Praise.
That's highly appreciated. What's going on, my brother? Are you joining us today? Request a box. If you want to join us, please request a box.
Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna crack it off with something that I'm kind of bothered by quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about men who wear bonnets? See on the stream wearing bonnets. See them at the grocery store wearing bonnets. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, it depends. It really depends, because if the man is wearing it because, like, men with dreads, you know what I'm saying? I understand you wearing it to sleep to protect that so it don't look, yeah. But on tag in the grocery store, nah, pimpin', I'm gonna need you to take that off. I'm gonna need you to take that off. That's a no-go. Cause like I said, for self-care reasons, if you got dreads and you just trying to keep them up, cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But if I see you in the grocery store, you a whole grown ass man you a grown man. A grown man with a bottom on. Like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Nah.
So what's the reason why? Like what's the reason why you say no, we can't do that? Like what does it like portray to you?
I'm not gonna call it feminine, but what I will say, if I see a grown man in the store with a bonnet on, I got questions immediately. Because first of all, why did you feel comfortable enough to wear that outside the house? The same standards I have for people, the same standards I have for myself. I'm not streaming with my bonnet on. I'm not going to the corner store, liquor store, grocery store, toy store. I don't care. I'm not going outside with a bonnet on. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. So why are you? And I'm a female. So why are you doing it? No. we can't do that.
I respect that. Jenna G, talk to me. How do you feel about men who wear bonnets on streams? outside, liquor store, all of the above. How do you feel?
I feel like it's kind of like pajama pants. When I see the female rolling out in the grocery store with her pajama pants on,
Oh,
I've
I'm
never
cool with that.
I've never been one. Like I rock yoga pants. I might have a pair of sweatpants on, but what you're not gonna see is my fuzzy little Christmassy or I have different ones that I may wear, but I'm not gonna wear that outside the house. That's just the way I feel about that. Um, okay, so I feel like if you do have dreads, to be honest, Virgo, I feel like they have those, like they take the things and they wrap, like it looks like a whole wrap and it will look more like it's more put together. You know what I mean? Like even me, when I leave out of the house, I try to put myself at least a little bit together, not just for the general public, but for myself and the way I feel and want to present myself to the world, putting myself and my foot out the door. When I'm going to make money, I try to make sure that I feel like money, so it's just one of those things where I try to always, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm at 1,000% all the time, but I'm not going out looking like I just rolled out of the bed usually. The other thing that I'm going to say, it's also going to depend on a big factor, because I'm sorry, Virgo, I'm not laying down beside a boy that has a flower bonnet on. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry, respectfully, y'all. When you put the flower bonnet on, it's like Rhapsody, I got to go. I can't. It's where I kind of got to pump the brakes. It throws me off a little bit. Like if you're joking around, but I just feel like if you got a solid black one or a blue one or like a solid colored one, then yeah, I guess I can see, to Virgo's point, depending on your hairstyle, you could have that the same way you might wear like a do-rag or whatever to tie your braids or up or whatnot. But when you start to rock like the flowers and like the print stuff, I'm just kind of like, what's up, yo? But yeah, that's where I'm gonna take that. That's where I'm gonna leave that.
So it's a no.
It's a nah, but I'm not saying that just as a man. I'm saying as a female as well. Like I don't think it really is a gendered question there. I feel like it's a genuine thing where, as a person, the same way you want your name to be rocked, your appearance and the way you're put together to a degree. I'm not saying you should be all flashy, but like it's just the level of your own self-care, you know what I mean? And how you choose to present yourself.
Okay. I respect that. Big Press, respectfully, Big Press. Welcome, brother. Listen, since you just joining us, I know they know you, but go and do your one and let them know who you is one time before you give your opinion.
I'm ever.
Let's go. Respectfully, Big Press G's in the building. I'm gonna I want to jump straight into the topic, bro.
That part.
I think me personally, I think men wearing the bonnets is like taken away from the female. I think that's a woman's thing. It's so crazy nowadays, right? Men is now tapped into doing a lot of female things. You got the tight jeans, now they got the man purses, the bonnets, the scarves, and it just the nails is getting painted. It's a lot going on. So it's like, which one? So both of y'all at the crib, y'all fighting over purses, fighting over bonnets. He's saying you got on my bonnet. You like, wait, that's mine. That belong to him. Babe, let me use your bonnet. Fighting over jeans. Y'all wearing the same size jeans. It's just, I don't know. It's just a lot going on. I didn't grow up in that era to where I came up from the era where we wore baggy jeans. Prayers childish. I can't say that.
And I look back and we came
from the baggy jeans area with
the look crazy though.
T-shirts down to our knees and shit. Down to our knees. But yeah, I don't know, but they trying to normalize it like it's okay for your man to be y'all both walking around the house with a bonnet on.
And I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you that topic. I brought that up because I totally dislike it. Dior, totally dislike it because, like you were saying, can we let the women have their stuff?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, can we please? Like, I would be mad if every time I went up in there to go find some tank tops and they was gone. I can't find no tank tops because, the women is buying them all up. Like, for one, now, Virgo, I respect Virgo, I respect what you said about if, maybe they got dreads, right? Or locks. but there's always been something called a crown that are made for locks. You know what I'm saying?
So, way before bonnets. Way before bonnets. Way before bonnets.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that actually holds their dreads properly and is made for locks. So I am totally opposed to that. I don't even like bonnets in my box.
You try to save it, right? I don't like it either, too, to be honest. I really don't.
I remember when we talked about
I don't even like people coming in the box when they're not even in the camera. Virgo. I'm just saying,
anti-bonnet gang.
Not too much on me.
Anti-bonnet gang.
Not too
Not too much.
much.
All right, not too much enough.
Let the women have their stuff. That's how I feel. Like, that's for girls, you know what I mean? Like, if females ran around buying up all the fitteds, you know what I'm saying? We'd be mad about that. You know what I mean? I personally don't mind a woman, no matter what she's doing. She might be trying to hurry up and go somewhere if she feels like she needed to go to the store, whatever, real quick. That's what she do. But just mobbing around all day, yeah, I wouldn't like that either. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Mama.
No, you most definitely, because it's made for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bonnets is most definitely made for y'all. I know some women that come on, how long we been around female? I'm up there in age. I ain't gonna say how old, but I'm up there, right?
48.
I'm 25, right? But I've been around 25 years. I've been around 25 years, right? And that wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? So when the women brought that forward, that's theirs. Let them have it. Let them have it. That belongs to them. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody in the comments want to join in on this one? You got something to say about it? Please request the box. If not, we will be moving along to the
Can
next
I just
topic.
say I'm still trying to wrap my head around doing laundry and trying to decipher between my mans and my pants. I would lose my man. I like what?
Yo, you be like, wait, is these his jeans or these are mine?
Hold on, everybody knows the size, right?
Looking thick as her. He in there checking in the mirror, baby. You looking thick as her. What's wrong with you?
Listen. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I think men wear our pants anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because we see men wearing skinny jeans like it ain't no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I really like, if that's what you like, okay, fine, cool. But what happened to my men that like to wear 501 jeans? You know what I'm saying? Like to wear the button ups, like to wear it with the sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. Not saying that you're not a man, but you really like. That's wrong. Society is trying to feminize our men.
Talk about
and that's not even cool. You know what I'm saying? If a man wants to wear a bonnet, listen. You know what I'm saying? I know you. Listen, you got your hair done, you got your braids done, you got your dreads done. You don't want to mess it up. Fuck it. If at this point, get a satin pillow.
Get a satin pillow.
I can't talking
Hey, not just getting skinnier, but they getting the shorts is getting shorter.
Shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. It's too many women that aren't saying nothing about it. It's too many women saying that it look cute.
And it doesn't. It does not look cute.
You know what I'm saying? The hoochie daddy shit. Exactly.
I want to see your print in the gray. I want to see the print in the gray sweatpants and not in some skinny jeans. You hear me?
Hello. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
And as far as fitted, listen. As far as fitted hats, y'all like when we wear baseball caps, especially if a man takes us to a baseball game. Ain't nothing like putting on a fresh hat. You know,
but y'all not buying them all up.
No.
But I'll still rock the hell out of a baseball hat.
No, and it do be looking safe, but y'all ain't got a whole collection of them.
No.
You know what I'm saying? These dudes got by, and I say that, look, I brought that up because my son FaceTimed me the other day, and he had a bonnet on. And I was like, what?
They don't count.
I said, bro, if you don't, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see one of them, I'll be like, man, stop buying up all the 3X's. I can't find none. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, right? But my son was wearing a bonnet, and it disturbed me badly to where I was like, bro, you take it off when you get off the phone. My hair messed up. My hair, man, boy, go get a haircut. Call Keon, and I'm finna cash app him right now. Go get a cut, but we not doing that.
Or put a hat on, put a cap on.
Put a footed on.
Yeah, I told him. I said, put a hat on.
Put a do-rag.
And I did like this to him. I said, look, I ain't shaved my head, so that's why I got a hat on every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, ladies, can
Ooh,
I
the
ask
Crocs
y'all a
is a
question?
whole nother.
When we
That's
ask,
a whole nother topic, Dior. The Crocs is different. I'm
What's
sorry, but I
wrong with
remember.
Crocs?
No. Not for men. If you're in the medical field, feel free. But if you walk around to the liquor store, I'ma try you. Okay, so moving on. Moving on to the next topic, right? Since we got so many women in the box, I want to hear about this here, right? So, do y'all really think that there's something such as an alpha female? Is that something that exists? An alpha woman?
mm-hmm.
Well, we'll start with you. We'll start with you, Virgo. Talk about it.
I mean, I know it exists because I am one. Like, I like, and I come from a long line of alpha women. Like, most of my family members is a big group of women, and we really independent, and we not for the weak. And like we are for like famous for just being a little bit dominant. That's what I'm gonna say. Not manly, but dominant. So, and I like it that way. Is something wrong with that?
Okay, I mean that's your opinion. That's how you feel, right? You an alpha female.
Yeah. I mean, and I just think it comes from like when a woman cannot thrive in her femininity, and she always has to be the one to provide, protect, come up with all the answers, come up with what's next. You gotta kind of have some leader about you. You gotta kind of have that alpha in you, and that's the story of my family. Like, there's only like maybe 2 or 3 women in my family that are married and been married for a while. We don't really, you don't depend on men for anything. We go get it ourselves, and we take care of ourselves, and that's just how it's always been. So, what I'm saying, as far as having tricks and 10 boyfriends and like how other females do, we just not like that. And I wasn't raised like that. I was raised seeing my mama work, figure it out, pay the bills, and do everything alone. Now, would I be submissive to the right man who knows how to lead? Of course. But I just came from a long line of independent women.
It'd be hard for you too, because you came up like that. It'd be hard for you to turn it off. It'd be real difficult for you to
I
step.
don't
He
think
could do one
so.
thing that'll just throw you off, and you be like,
No,
I'm more of a man than you is. It'll trigger you. It'll trigger you because you
but
so
see,
built. You built a certain way.
and I feel that, but I love to see a man be a man at the same time too. Like, I love to see a man take control and be like, "Hey, baby, look, the finances not right. We need to do this, this, and this." Or I like having, being able to take the back seat and let the man be a man. I love that. And look, as soon as I start dating a real man, I'm gonna let him be that. I promise you.
So is it safe to say that you playing an alpha woman?
Nah, I can't say that I'm playing something that's all I've ever known all my life, and that's all I've ever seen, and that's what I was raised by. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what my mama was. She was strong. She was dominant. She didn't take no ish. She was on top of everything. She made sure business was taken care of. Like, and that's just what I came from. So that's all I know. So I am that, but I know how to be something else when the time calls for it. I know how to be submissive.
Okay.
I like that.
Energy.
I like that.
So I agree a lot with Virgo on a lot of levels. Okay. And I understand when you're coming from, Virgo, baby. I think that there's a big difference between being an alpha female because of you have no choice, or being an alpha female because you're a powerhouse on the outside in your corporate career or whatever you're doing out in the world, versus being an alpha female in a relationship. I believe there is no such thing as an alpha female in a relationship. I believe that at the end of the day, there can only ever be one alpha. And if you truly genuinely want a man, then you have to allow that man to be that alpha within that castle. So therefore, I believe I wear a crown as a queen. So therefore, my job and my role is to support my king and then allow him to lead me. Now, she said a very key point. In order for that to happen, you have to be able to be put into your femininity and feel safe enough to be able to submit to that. So that there's certain things that I have to feel in order to feel safety. And a man should, I mean, the things that I feel that I need to feel are basic things a man should be able to do and provide to a woman to make her feel safe. Now, that being said, I can be, the submissive woman on the inside. But if that man's role is to lead me to me taking my alphaness away on the outside, that's where I draw the line. Because I truly genuinely believe that a real alpha male, a real genuine person should never want to stop another person's shine, no matter what that is. Because if they truly genuinely love each other, then they want the best for each person. So if that woman has a career or she has something that's going on the outside and she's bringing food to the table, she's contributing, she's being loyal, she's also holding down a household, taking care of the kids, maintaining, dinners and everything. Like, at the end of the day, it should always be nothing but support on that end. So that's where there's a line, because some alpha males, their degree of alpha means that she ain't even, about to be over making more money than him, ain't about to be, some of them not even working, like there's certain degrees to this, right? So I think that there's a certain level in line that I have there when it comes to the alpha man. I want him to be, and this is the thing I'm going to say, the ones that have a problem with those other things, they're weak alpha. They're weak alpha, right? The strong alpha are the ones that are so self-confident that they empower, grow, nurture, develop that woman to be greater on the inside, that puts her even better on the outside. You feel me? So that's my opinion.
So would you say that in your case, when you walk out that door, you turn into the alpha woman that you
So
are?
I'm going to say
You
I was
consider
married for
yourself
13 and a half years. Let's start by saying that. And in my home, my ex-husband wore the pants. I was a very submissive woman. We could get him on the phone right now and he'd say, definitely, when it came down to my household, I ran my household. But I was also a boss out and doing what I was doing, you know what I mean? And I was managing people and doing all kinds of things. And I was always making moves and getting promotions. Now, that man didn't handle well me making the money and doing the things that I was doing, in the sense of the growth eventually overshadowed his. So I had to learn that aspect, but that was a lesson learned after 13 and a half years. So, but I'm saying, yes, I feel that there is a very fine line, that if you are going out, like, and I'm going to say this in general, if you want to grow and you want to accomplish something, that comes in a level of alpha in itself, right? Because you're taking control, and you're driving your own course. You're shooting for your own destiny. So when I think of the term alpha, I think of somebody that's very submissive, consistent, doesn't really have any ambition or drive. They're just kind of very chill, in a sense, you know what I mean? And I think that if you are that way, like, every person should have a degree of alpha in them. It's just knowing your role and where you play it.
I can feel that. I can feel that. Press, talk to us. How you feel about that?
Only reason why I tapped in on it when Virgo was talking about, because I have dated a woman that didn't know how to turn it off. She agreed that she knew how, but it was kind of hard for her to do it. Even though I was doing everything on my end, she would always say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just I was always built like this. I'm sorry. I grew up in a house full of men, which is her brothers, and she just don't know how." Kind of tap back out of being that, because she was always used to, and she was the big sister of the little brothers, of her little brothers. So she didn't know how, because she always felt like she had to play the father figure, because there wasn't no father in the household. So she helped her mother in many ways. When her mom was going out doing things, she was the parent in the household. So when and then they still didn't in her for so long, is that when she became in adulthood, dating men, she didn't know how to even being able to be submissive. As much as she wanted to, she didn't know how to get there with it. As much as I even try to, choke her up and shit like that, that shit still wasn't. Not like that in a bad way, but in a good way. But then you get what I'm saying. But I'd have dated another a difference between that, dating her, and dating another alpha woman like a Virgo that gets it on understanding the levels of I'm gonna be an alpha with getting taking care of the household and handling business and being your support system when I need you, being my neck to this head to be able, so that way I can do what I need to do. You know what I mean? But what comes with that, I knew to respect her boundaries when it came to certain things. I knew to give her that genuine love that she needed as an alpha woman. I knew that I need to be able to listen to her in certain situations. A lot of things in relationships, a lot of people don't listen. She could be talking and trying to get you to hear some things, and you just too busy running your mouth because you feeling like she's trying to be the man in a relationship. Nah, she really speaking up and talking some shit. Hear her out. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of us men lacking, listening and paying attention to what's going on. And that's when a lot of failures of these relationships. I know that personally.
Amen.
Do know that.
Amen. Me too.
And that's why they be running to the next man because they be like, look, he sit here. I just call him to vent, and he's listening to me. You know what I mean? You feel me? This one want to go back and forth with me. You're not hearing me, babe. I'm telling you, you hurting my feelings, and you still keep moving forward with dismissing my feelings, and that's a major red flag in any situation. You feel me? So it can work. I believe it can work. I can believe this. Coco.
What's up? What's up? Hey y'all. So it's funny that you even touched this because I got called an alpha female, and I really had to take a look at the individual that was calling me an alpha female, and I really had to question his alphanism because I feel like a woman needs to be an alpha for certain reasons. You know, we are made to go into survival mode when stuff goes wrong with us. So we have to put ourselves first. You see what I'm saying? We have to learn how to do this and do that and do the other, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Because of what we have been through. So when, like, I'm gonna give you a real quick example. This gentleman was like, you're an alpha female, that's why you're single. No, baby, I'm single because I don't want to deal with bad boys like you. I forgot. I fixed it. Bad boys like you. The other word. But you know what I'm saying? I really had to really look at him and say, why do you see that I'm an alpha? Because you're aggressive. No, I know what I want. I'm gonna tell you what I want right out the gate. If you don't like it, okay, you can just move around. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why people want to call us alphas or whatever, is because we won't take no for an answer. Now, like Virgo said, we will submit to the right man. We have to, one, trust you. We have to, one, know that you're going to lead by example to teach myself and our kids to do right. But when you start lying, when a man starts lying, it makes us question. So now we have to click on our survival key and go back into our alpha, because this man done told me that the sky was blue, but I looked outside and it was purple. You hear me? So
Okay, I feel that. Now, my opinion is that, like I said, it's a role that y'all take on, but I don't think that naturally you are deep down inside an alpha female, because you can't. A man, a alpha male, he's not playing a role. It's not even nothing. It's just you are or you ain't. And there's only one way to really determine an alpha male, and that's to see him amongst other solid men who look up to him and respect him. A man can act tough and do all. It don't take being tough or being strong to be an alpha male. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the way you move. Because if you can lead yourself, then you most definitely can lead somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes women get the definition confused of what an alpha male is because of his posture or his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's really not that. 9 times out of 10, it's not that. You know, you could take that person back to his hood and they treat him like nothing. You know what I'm saying? The whole time you thinking you got an alpha male in the house, but he in the house, out there in the world, is he an alpha male? Is his opinion respected? Do people look up to him? Do people call him for advice? You know what I'm saying? Do people, can people count on him? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that come into that, and it's not something that you can pick up. It's not something that you can learn to be. It's something that's natural. You know what I'm saying? So quite naturally, you do have women who take on that role. You know what I'm saying? And for me, a woman who can't step out of that role in the household, it ain't gonna work.
At all.
You won't, not even a little bit. And I've been in those situations. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where, yeah, it's cool. I understand. You have to be, especially a single mom, because yeah, you are dominant in your home. You know what I'm saying? With your children. But that's the thing that I used to run into, is the single moms that are this with their children don't know how to turn it off with their man. And that's understood because you're so used to that practice. You know what I'm saying? But when a man is being a man, you know what I'm saying? Then you can determine if he's worth you sitting back and letting him lead the way. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, the man is considered to be what? Let's say in the household, the disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation with my baby mother where she just stepped all over my discipline. You know what I mean? And did it dead. I did it in front of all my children, to the point where I had a family meeting and I said, hey, you know what? I no longer run nothing around here. So y'all go ahead and listen to what your mama say. 2 days later, she was begging me to have another meeting. You know what I'm saying? And reverse that. You know what I mean? So, I believe that an alpha woman does not naturally exist. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
So then what would you call it?
A woman. A woman walking as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because in nature, there's only one, and I'm going to say nature because we are mammals as well. You feel what I'm saying? So we are a species. And even in nature, there's only one alpha female in nature. And that's a hyena. That's the only thing that runs the pack. Dominantly. Has to hunt and feed everybody. Now, a lion is considered the king of the jungle, even though he doesn't live in the jungle. It's considered, it's a terminology that's used because he's a dominant amongst others. He's alpha amongst others. He runs the pack. There isn't another lion that runs. It's one lion that runs that pack. The other lions get their own packs to run. You understand me? So they coordinate and they protect the home front while the women go hunt together. Now, if you take that woman and them children and them cubs and you set them outside that pack, it's going to be very hard for her to survive. You know what I mean? She's going to be tested left and right. She got to protect them and go get the food. So when she done turned around and go get the food, now the kids is up for prey. You know what I'm saying? So now she got to back away and she loses the food and they can starve to death. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, that's how I feel about that, because, and I think this is a very important topic for us.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Solid, they kind of play off each other, right? The bonnet question and the feminine men, and the alpha female question and the women getting more manly. Let's really talk about that here, y'all. Let's talk about it.
I was about to tap into like those feminine men, because it goes back to how they was brought up. So if she was brought up in that household like that, I wouldn't say it's a role. You know what I mean? Because she was brought up that way. Same way how if a young man was brought up in a household full of females and he get all these female traits, now he grew up to be a feminine man. It's not a role. It's just he came out the womb. This is what it is. You feel me? So it does exist. You know what I mean? You feel the way you feel, bro. I'm just saying, I'm speaking on both parts. I'm just speaking on both parts.
You get what I'm saying? Because I was gonna slide in there. You know what I'm saying? Because respectfully, what Brent's saying is true. Like he said, if it was a man growing up around a whole bunch of women,
I'll rotate you, Coco. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a man growing up around a whole bunch of women, he is going to have what we would consider feminine traits, right? So if it's a female in the opposite situation and she grows around, let's just say the mama wasn't around and she grew up with her daddy and brothers, she's going to have those masculine traits, and it's not a role. That's how she came up. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't have that super feminine trait. She's still a woman at the end of the day, so she's gonna have feminine traits. But because to be honest, not only did I grow up around alpha females, I grew up around men too, because I ain't gonna lie, when I was 16 years old, I moved out my mama house in with my boyfriend at the time, and he had 4, 5 brothers. So I grew up around men and dominant women. So I can't say I'm playing a role. That's me. This is who I am.
But
you know what I'm saying?
would you say that's natural? That's the natural way?
Probably not on paper what people consider natural, because the thing is, who determines what's natural and what's not? Who determines that? So it's like on paper, I guess you could say it's not natural, but it is what it is. If that's all you know, it can't be a role, because that's all you know. That's you now. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, if somebody distributes certain characteristics, you're going to say that's that person's character. You're not going to say, oh, they're playing a role. No, that's how they are all day, every day. They're not playing a role. That's who they are.
Okay, I just wanted to come up and say my opinion real quick, because as most of y'all know, I am a single mother of 2. So in my eyes, I think there is such a thing called alpha female, because I play both roles as the mother and the father. My mother was a single mother of me and my twin brother. But also what Jen said, when it's time to come home to your significant other, that's when you step back and you let him do what he has to do if you are in a relationship. But in most circumstances nowadays, you have to play both roles. So you have to be the alpha of your household, and not just your household, but outside too, whenever you have to put your big girl pants on and do what you have to do. But you also have to do it at home when you don't have a significant other like me. I'm an alpha female at home, as long as out in the real world too.
And a gorgeous one.
And a gorgeous one, and respectful.
That's respected. Now,
bro.
Okay, so moving along to another topic. Our next topic here is, when do your morals trump your loyalty?
Ask that question one more time.
When does your morals trump your loyalty?
Can I start?
Yes, Jen, go ahead.
Thank you, baby. Okay, look at it this way. We fight our moral fight every day, right? So, like, let's take a scenario where, your child has done something very harming to somebody else. You know what I mean? And, you're now fearing not only the hurt that the child is causing, but you're also fearing your own child. When does your morals and your loyalty to your child surpass that? Or, when are you picking up the phone and calling somebody to step in is one scenario. Maybe it's, Prez is doing some foul, shady stuff over there, and he's my friend, and I'm mad loyal to him, but I'm not really agreeing with the way he's rocking or the way he's rolling, and I see him doing some activities that I really don't want to be involved in. But like, I'm so loyal to him, and normally I'm right there, his right hand person, like the one that he's always calling. But and I really want to be that person, and I've kind of spoke on it, but he ain't really making no movements and no changes. It's morals, guys. Like what you deep down in your core feel is right or wrong, versus the loyalty that you feel for the loved one that maybe is moving the rock in the wrong way. The person that you're so loyal to, your best friend, your child, your that loyalty. And I'm going to say that's a tough, I fight this fight on a routine basis. I feel like throughout my life, all the time, I'm always like, okay, where do I have to like speak up? When do I have to say something? When do I need to, take a course of action because this has gone too far? When am I confronting Prez and saying, Prez, I love you and I have loyalty to you, but if you're doing this, I have to cut. I got to break ties because I can't rock like that. I can't be affiliated with that. And my moral compass is very, very strong. I hold myself at a very high regard and a very high value. My children, I demand a certain level of them respecting themselves and respecting other people and holding themselves at a level that they're not going to be handed things for free, that they got to go out and work for it. And I try so hard to instill morals and values that are so good and, treat others the way you want to be treated. When does it start to cross that line where, okay, as much as I love you, I tell my son all the time, I love you, but listen, we have to walk on a very, certain path in life. And as your mother, my job here is to teach you and guide you. And when I see you crossing the wrong path, I got to step in. And I'm just, I fight with it every day. I don't have every situation kind of changes for me sometimes on the toleration level that I'll have maybe for certain things. But I can tell you that when it comes to like loyalty and my morals be trumping my loyalty. I'm going to keep it 1,000.
I respect that. Big bro, how you feel about that?
Yeah. So it definitely taps in on the situation. You know what I mean? Depending on what it is. And some people may view loyalty over the morals any day. They be like, look, I'm stuck here, this is what it is. But like if you're in the military, it'll hit a little different in the military, right? So it's like, dag, I want to be loyal to it, but it can cost you your survival at the same time. Because you're trying to stick to that loyalty. You know what I mean? So I know so for me, I'm loyal to the core. Like I'm team loyal. But again, morals do play a major factor depending on the situation. You get what I'm saying? So I get Jen when she's saying that I'm gonna have to stick to morals because certain morals I'm gonna have to just lock in with that at the same time. So it varies at times with the loyalty.
The degree, right? What are you asking of me?
Right, it's like I know in my heart this ain't even me, but I want to be loyal to Virgo. I want to, but Virgo out here prostitute. And I'm not. It was a low example, Virgo. It was a low.
What an example!
Not I caught a stray. What?
But yeah, that's a tough one, bro, for real, because it varies. It varies. There would have to be a certain situation to. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because I mean, at the same time, morals. Everybody's morals ain't the same.
Right.
Everybody's belief system. Some people got core beliefs that they ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real.
Oh, come on, Coco.
How you feel about it, Virgo? How you feel about, what type of situation would you say that your morals are going to win? Like, what type of scenario? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
That's a tricky topic, man. Because I live and die by my morals. I live and die by that. So I can't be loyal to you if it's going against my morals. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do that because the standards that I have for myself, I don't expect you to meet my expectations and my standards, but don't expect me to keep messing with you or involving myself with you if you going against everything I believe in. I can't rock. I can't do it. Because for me, part of my morals is loyalty, honesty. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. So it go hand in hand for me, and I can't have it no other way because that's how I let sucker-ish slide in my life in the past, and I'm not doing that no more. So the only way I'm gonna be loyal is if our morals align. Like we got to be like-minded. We got to be on the same page.
So we won't break that loyalty because that's when the loyalty gonna be crossed. Because I gotta stick to those morals. That's just who me as an individual. I've been like that all my life, so I can't not value what I believe in, and I can't do it because I'm loyal to you. I love you. I appreciate you.
When am I loyal to myself?
Right, but I gotta stay true to me.
Loyal to yourself at the end of the day, and who you stand in your moral code, and you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, if I can't stand true to myself and loyal to myself, how am I really rocking loyalty anywhere?
Right.
Yeah.
And if they don't understand that, then you already know those ain't the people that's for you.
I'm gonna be real.
Get it.
Ooh, say it again. Say it again, Prez.
If they do not understand that those are not the people for you, because they should automatically be like, yo, I respect that, Virgo. I respect that. The senator. Solid. I respect that. You know what I mean? I can't even get mad at you for that because your morals is your morals. I can't even. How I'm gonna take that from you? So you can stay loyal to me? Nah, I know you're a loyal person, but you still gotta stick to the foundation of you. Come on.
And you know what? I think it'll fall down on. For me, it'll fall down to where my morals are going to trump my loyalty if when I pull your coattail on the situation, it don't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I pull your coattail on it and it don't change nothing, because like we say, you know, you constantly being blessed to the point you are blessing to those around you, right? Because your cup is so full, it's overflowing, right? So I'm giving you part of my overflow. You know what I'm saying? But this situation is kind of starting to take my flow. You know what I'm saying? Now I got some overflow for you, because as I'm a blessing to you, you got to start learning. We learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? So there are so many different scenarios where we got to understand that being loyal to somebody, that's an honor for them.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So don't dishonor me. Don't dishonor me by the way you carry yourself, in the way that, you know what I mean? That's like me. I'm out here rocking, you know, the respectfully, but I'm in everybody else's stream being disrespectful, indulging in some other stuff. It's like, hold up, family.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me check. Virgo, you okay?
Yeah, my plan just fell in the middle.
You kept going, bro. We was trying to make sure she was good. I thought she
I know.
I knew she was good, though. I knew she was good.
I got nervous too for a minute. I said, wait, what
I was like, Virgo, no.
had.
You know, I'm also going to say, Solid, look at it this way. You know, I haven't even been rocking with the Respectfully team but a couple months, right? And I feel like there's some things that I can definitely say about Prez's morals, your morals, Gina's morals, Hard Working's morals, Nola's morals. Like, I've watched y'all enough. And so as friends, as family, you're sitting there rocking with me on a consistent basis. You know my way of thinking. You know the way I handle myself, the way I'm walking in my life, the path I'm choosing to take, what I would or would not do necessarily if we was out in life or whatever, like my criminal activity versus my not criminal activity. You know whether or not I'm out doing, you know, crazy stuff in the streets. If you know I'm not doing those things and you're coming at me with certain things that are going against my morals, it already makes me question on whether you're even really paying attention to me as a person and the way I am. If you come to me and say, yo, I need you to go do this drive-by, and you know I'm so against guns, I'm already like, have you even been paying attention to me?
Right.
And get mad at you because you decide, no, you don't want to do it. Or you ain't loyal to me. You couldn't even do this one thing.
That's the thing.
That's what you want me to go do a drug deal, and I'm against, you know, drugs in all manner, and you want me to go freaking ride you for a drug deal?
When those scenarios come up, you're gonna know if someone's loyal to you, because we got to understand that there's always, and I went through this a whole lot when I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because you loyal, right? It's only speaking loyalty. You don't know loyalty until something major happens. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know if they really loyal yet. Until then, it's just spoken. You know what I'm saying? When it comes into action, that's when you know loyalty sits. And loyalty, I'm going to be loyal to the ones that's loyal to me. Ain't no in between. Ain't no I'm more loyal to you. The minute I find out that's not what it is, I'm out of it. On the same level of loyalty, because there's only one there's only one level of loyalty. Mm-hmm. There ain't many levels. That's a lot.
I don't even know how many levels is out there.
There's only one level
I only know
of
one
loyalty.
I only know one loyalty.
You know what I'm saying? There's only one level. The same way with respect, when people say, oh, you know, you might not feel disrespected, you know what I'm saying, by something that somebody does, but if they did it to me, I do. Now that runs along with the same the fact that our morals might be a little different. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Everybody's morals aren't going to completely line up. You know what I'm saying? Right. They never completely line up, but they do, you know what I mean? They balance. You know what I'm saying? They balance around. So let's just say this, if I find out one of my partners is messing with an underage girl, oh, that's out the door. My morals don't stand there. There ain't a second question.
Ain't no loyalty on that, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see how friends is now. Okay, all right. Now I'm feeling this.
You feel me? That's why I say like
that's why I said that it's tricky. Like what Virgo was saying, it's tricky because it depends on the situation,
on the scenario.
It really does. Like when there's certain movements, I find out that, you know, my friends with a man staying with a man that she knows is a sex offender. I'm not rocking with that girl no more. I'm sorry, she ain't my homegirl no more. Like we ain't on that level. Like I'm not. The loyalty's out the window.
Our morals most definitely don't align on no level. Now, everything else about you is suspect.
That
you know what I'm saying? Everything else. Now I feel like there's too much, because you've been lying to me in my face. You've been being somebody I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
could you even rock with somebody that chooses loyalty over morals?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
it depends. It really depends on the scenario, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there before. It depends if you like in the streets. Morals line up differently. You know what I mean? Our morals are counted on underworld stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if me and you was from the same hub press and we mobbing, and you did some bogus stuff, you might have just out of nowhere just started a beef for no reason. I'm about to be involved with you. My loyalty gonna be there. I'm standing next to you, but I'm finna pull your coattail later on and be like, bro, don't you ever do nothing like that again in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ever, homie. You ever do something like that, I'm gonna turn my back because you put me in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? Like when I walked away from the game, I had my best friend was still involved in the game. You know what I mean? And it messed me up. And I actually had to break down. I broke down crying and everything. Like, bro, I'm out here being a dad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you put me in a bad position. Stop hanging around them because I'm telling you from what I learned, the homies ain't no good. Now you put me in a bad position because if something happens to you, I'm either going to feel like a sucker because I ain't doing nothing about it. You feel what I'm saying? Or I'm just going to be hurting because I turned my back. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm finna lose my freedom because you made me jump out there and I went back into it behind you. And 9 times out of 10, because we're having this conversation, bro, I'm just gonna feel like a sucker for a long time because I'm not gonna risk my freedom. Because we had this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up having to part ways for real behind that. Because he was still hanging with the homies.
Can I just say, Solid? My best friend, I've been friends with her for over 20 years, known her since she was 16 years old. I just went through everything I went through, and I was sleeping on her couch, and her man and her were feeding me before I grabbed my kids and got my place and took my kids and everything back. So when I tell you the love and the loyalty to this girl is amazing. And let me tell you, me and my girl was just talking about this. If she needed to go do dirt, she wouldn't call me because she wouldn't want to get me in trouble. She wouldn't want to get me involved. If she's going through something, half the time I don't even know it. You know how I know it? I pick up the phone because I ain't heard from her in a minute. And I'm like, baby, I ain't heard from you. And she's like, Jen, either she's emotional or I hear some tone in her voice and I know something's going on. She ain't calling me venting and everything because she knows my life. She knows my family and she loves me so much. She doesn't want to put more on me. And I'd be like, baby, I don't give a crap about my life and what's going on. Like, you're my baby. I love you. Like, call me. She's like, yeah. She brushes me off. Real people that genuinely love you are the last ones. I swear to God, the most loyal, the most realist aren't really calling me for the ones for this. All these other people always be hitting my line. Oh, you're the real one. You're loyal. Da, da, da. And they the ones that they didn't even there if I needed them. If I called them right now and was like, yo, we running a show on Tagged, make an account real quick and pull, they wouldn't be here.
Virgo, I'm sure our scenarios we just spoken got your wheels spinning again. You know what I'm saying?
No, Virgo, I want to hear.
I know it got your wheels spinning.
I mean, because y'all are not really saying too much that went against what I said. To be honest, like for me, I know situations that I got caught up in where I ignored my morals and focused on my loyalty, and it ended up going really bad for me, and they were perfectly fine. So it's just like, nah, I'm not giving no slack, none of that, because it comes from how much do you love and respect yourself? Are you loyal to you? Do you care about you? Because once you make certain decisions to ignore your morals for loyalty, you're gonna end up in a messed up situation, and I just don't have time for it. Because if we like-minded, you're not going to ask me to do anything that goes against what I feel like is right and wrong. If you know I'm not rocking with that, you're not gonna even put that on my table. You're not gonna call my phone with it. You're not gonna text me with it. You're not gonna form a plan and involve me in it. You're not gonna do that because you know I'm not cutting for it. And if you gotta call me to get a reminder, I'm gonna just let you know. No, my loyalty to you does not override the fact that I'm not rocking with it. If you need a reminder, just call me. I'll let you know. No, I'm not with it. like that's gonna put me in this situation or that situation. It's gonna mess me up. I don't want to deal with it. And if you don't like it, then my loyalty to you no longer exists because if you really cared about me, you wouldn't even ask me that. You wouldn't have did that to me. You wouldn't have put me in that situation.
That's a fact.
Done.
I know. I went and got him just now. I said, bring your ass, nigga. Delete. Sponge that from the delete. I went and got him. I said, yeah, you still got a few minutes, brother.
Do you think age takes a factor on that? Do you think, like, Virgo, I hear you and I feel the same way as you. I think that there's been moments in my past where, because I'm such a loyal person and I take loyalty to such a high degree of my moral compass, right? Because that is part of your morals, that I found myself in situations, and as I've grown and gotten older, I've started to realize that the people, exactly what you said, that are truly genuine and loyal will never make me ever make a decision like that could ever hinder or falter my moral compass. Right. So I think that's why I wanted to talk about this topic tonight, because I really wanted people to understand that being loyal doesn't ever have to jeopardize your character if it's really people that you deserve to be loyal to you. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes when you're younger and you're learning loyalty and you're learning people and you're learning situations, and you're put in certain situations that you don't really realize or recognize that. So I really am happy that we really hit this topic the way we did tonight.
Yeah, and
can we get Dawn in the box so we can hear what he think about the
requested the box yet, bro. Here we go. Here we go.
You know what I mean?
Don.
Virgo is always good. Virgo on the panel, I'll be like,
man, look, because when I tell you, I was so excited because like Saleh had messaged me and was like,
salute to the panel.
He was like, be a part of the panel. I was like, okay. And then I saw, the Don was supposed to be on the show. I was like, what? I get to do the show with him.
That's the lover. That's past the lover.
I just want y'all to know right now. That
I had a long night last night. Y'all apologize, man. I almost forgot about this. Jesus reminded me.
Nah, I got you. I had your back, bro. I said,
appreciate you, gang.
You already know, bro.
Don,
good to see everybody. Jenna G, I see you down there, Queen.
Don, let me ask you, when do your morals trump your loyalty, bro?
Never. Wait, sorry, I walked out. I gotta think. Do it? Can it? I don't think. That's a crazy question. You just caught me off the back.
We always kind of tricked them.
Let me think about that.
Solid, what did I tell you, baby? What did I tell you?
Yeah.
It depends on the situation, for real, though, to be honest.
The scenario, okay?
Right.
I'm out here moving super bogus. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that you believe in. Like, what are you doing? Are you going to continue to be loyal to me even after you pull my coattail on it and I continue to do what I do?
That's hard. Nah, I don't think I could. My loyalty is just so strong, man.
Mine too.
It hurt. It hurt.
These are the 5 loyal people up in this box.
5 loyal people here, right? We like tricked up, like, you gotta act like
that's hard, man. You gotta rock with people all the time.
I knew it was gonna do this because
I'm gonna tell you this, right? Right? Check it out, right?
What Bentley said, what Bentley Coop said, y'all.
Solid, give him the scenario that you gave a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Let's start. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, me and you homies. You know what I'm saying? Been rocking. We always see eye to eye. But you find out that I'm sleeping with an underage female.
Oh, woo!
Oh, you still gonna be loyal to that brother, or you gonna focus on your morals?
I'm not gonna lie. That was a tricky question. I'm definitely gonna tell y'all I've been through something similar. You know, I got a friend that basically plays on that line. Like he's borderline to me. He does that type of shit. Like he fucks with girls that's 20, 21 years old. He says that as long as they legal, but I done seen girls tell him he was 20, tell him that they were 20 and he's still, well, come here, I'm gonna tell you almost there. You're over 18. It don't even matter. We gonna make sure.
No, we talking about 15-year-olds.
Yeah, we talking about 17.
Oh no, that's the dub, man. I can't fuck with you at all. So you playing yourself, and I'm not being a part of that. You know what they say, man? Birds of a feather flock together, man. People from a distance don't know who. So people will look at us from a distance and think we all the same because of that. Something you doing. I'm not going down with that. I don't get jiggy with no bullshit.
And see, that's like because loyalty. A friend is loyal to you, right? So somebody that's back loyalty, right? Reciprocating loyalty. That don't go away. Even if if I'm not in the streets no more, you gonna make sure you keep me out of that when we hang out, when we do all that. You know what I mean? I got partners that I'm loyal to the core to, but they way out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got a partner that is loyal as he was to me when I came home. He was afraid to be around me again because he didn't know if I changed.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? He didn't know if I changed. But let me call him right now. My son could call him at any moment. You know what I'm saying? And be like, hey, Uncle Street, whoa. And he gonna pull up. And he gonna call me like, hey, yeah, your son was over here at such and such. You know what I'm saying? Is it good? Do you know about that? You know what I mean? And then go on about his life. You know what I'm saying? So loyalty can most definitely it can be compromised if we don't respect each other's morals.
Bro, to kind of go back to what Dawn's scenario, right? Dawn wants to be loyal to that friend, but that friend that likes underage girls that's like 14, 15 is not gonna be loyal to Dawn and fuck and stop it right there and be like, I'm gonna be loyal to my brother and not fuck his 14-year-old sister, 14-year-old daughter. He's gonna still be like, this is what I'm on. And he's gonna fuck his daughter and he's gonna fuck his sister. He ain't gonna look with a loyalty. He ain't worried about no loyalty.
Wait a minute.
Nigga, that's a whole different type of energy right there. You over there want to be, you want to play the loyalty. You want to play loyalty because that's my brother. I gotta be loyal. I witnessed it.
Pastor Mike, right? Pastor Mike Jr. He got a song where he says, "If loyalty was a crime, y'all wouldn't do no time."
Say that one time.
If loyalty was a crime, y'all wouldn't do no time.
Well, we're gonna roll that right back again. And Dawn missed this part where we said if you can't be loyal to yourself first, you can't be loyal to anybody else. And when you start to, take away from your own morals, you're now taking away from your own loyalty to yourself. And a lot of people don't know how to ride because you know what? The reality of it is, I'm gonna argue this fact that if you are loyal to that person that's going across your morals, it means you're probably looking for clout. You're chasing something after that person. You're doing something that you probably shouldn't be moving in some form or fashion, that you genuinely think that you should go against everything you believe in for this person. You know what I mean? Like, what's really happening here that you really can go against all instincts inside of you in what's right and wrong for somebody. Like, I sometimes grab at that.
Okay. Listen here, y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this show, but we still
I missed it, didn't I?
You know what I'm talking about? But I appreciate y'all pulling up, our turn to talk, because it's your turn to be heard. Respect. You know what I'm saying? We here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can catch us around the app at all times. This whole circle right here at all times. Every Monday, my brother Press most definitely has a morning panel, which this is an offspring of. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully panning it out. If you guys want to be part of the show, part of the panel, please reach out to any of the Respectfully family members. We also have Jenergy in the building. Jenergy, tell them one more time. Come on.
7 p.m. Mondays, we have our financial show where we do over financial literacy, growing our future. So definitely tap into that.
Build our future.
Building our future. Y'all, I need to tap into my mental juice. I've had to behave myself for a whole hour.
And that's what we all here for, to keep each other lifted. You know what I'm talking about?
Got you building.
Don Lover, man, tell us what tell the folks what's going on with you, man. Talk about it.
All right, I just want to say something, man. Put a little personal business out there. I'm in a situation right now, so a couple weeks ago, my son had a fight. He got jumped in the park. I went to the park. I got there probably like 15 seconds during the jumping. The kids ran off as I was running up. Two of them stayed behind. I guess one was like the main guy. He was like trying to explain to me what was happening. Like, sir, no, hold on, this is what happened. It was me and him, but whatever he was trying to do, I was conflicted. Another young man was out there that jumped my son, and he was kind of still like playing his tough guy role, like, man, just trying to be that guy. So I'm not gonna lie, I had my son punch on him. You know what I'm saying? I had my son fight him right then and there, like, you know what I'm saying? So my son punched on him. They got into it. I didn't touch the little boy. However, this Monday that just passed, the 71st precinct told me I had to turn myself in for assault on a minor. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, what? Hold up, how? What I do? You know what I'm saying? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't touch the kid. I kept it morally sound. You know, as bad as I wanted to, as bad as I wanted to hurt one of them little boys, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I devised a whole nother plan because,
you wanted
police,
to see your son get his one.
Say what, bro?
You wanted to see your son get his one.
Yeah, I wanted to see my son get more than that, but at that moment I was happy that he did what he did, but I felt like I was gonna take care of it a whole nother kind of way. I'm a street dude. You know how we do, bro. We don't get law enforcement involved. If it started here, we ended here, right? However, I was wrong. I should have got the law involved. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm the victim of my own circumstance. However, I just got out this afternoon around like 1 o'clock. I got out. I took care of my business. I went in yesterday morning. I got out today. It was a hell of a fucking night. That's why I said it was real long. I was in there with all them dirty niggas. It was crazy. But I made it out. You know what I'm saying? I came back to my stream. I got a little rest. I just got up and I came back to my stream. So I forgot about the show. My brother had to come over here and get me back in tune. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, y'all, when we had these topics and these conversations, very powerful conversations. This is stuff that applies to our everyday life outside of tag. We all go through these things and we all need to come to some type of grip with reality. We all got to come to a same understanding. We have to have people with like-minded understandings, man, so we can grow. I feel like when you have people around you that don't understand things of what we're talking about, you're not going to be able to grow because those are going to be the same individuals who are going to compromise your morals every day. You know what I'm saying? On this app, off the app. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate this conversation. I wish I would have been here earlier. I'm not missing no more of your panels, bro. Thursday, I'll be here next Thursday. G's, you already know the vibes on Monday. Got to start getting back involved.
I am officially asking you and Virgo to become a permanent part of this panel.
What?
If y'all would honor me with that.
I shall.
Wow.
Most definitely.
Wow. That's crazy. Just kick me right off the panel.
No, you still there.
I was just wondering.
I'm joking.
And you still there too.
This is a solid panel right here.
This is what it is.
Right here. There's a powerful situation going on right here.
The boxing, and y'all always welcome it. Don't let me turn y'all from that. But we can rotate big press. We can rotate big press. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rotate my box.
Feel free.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me say?
I got a lot of stuff going on.
So please, if y'all want to be part of the show, contact me or Big Press, and we're gonna make it happen. Because he don't mind giving up his spot.
Hey, you gotta love Press, man.
Press drops out of the bottom. Press doesn't get it down. Press doesn't. He's just overshadowed.
Virgo.
So also, if y'all do want to be a part of the show, because these are the permanent panelists, you can reach out to them as well if y'all want to tap in. You can't reach out to Solid. You can't reach out to myself. Definitely reach out there to Dawn Lover, Pastor Lover. Shout out to Virgo. If they want to get a part of it, so get them locked in and get it going, so we can get you on the flyer. And the senator, of course. This is a powerful joint. We working on some things behind the scenes. It's just powerful, bro. I'm excited for the intro, outro.
I'm so tired because I have a second job now that I messaged it.
We all do.
And I'm raining. Like, I'm like, Press, you got me on the overload this week. I'm like, dang, I haven't stopped all week, every night of the week.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm Virgo, what's going on with the show, with your panel?
I'm bringing it back next week. I took a big break because it was a lot going on.
You took like a whole year off.
No, I didn't. It was
like a whole year. Virgo was like a whole year.
Oh,
It might
Yo, dog. She in trouble. She in the prison.
yeah, what she was doing, man.
That's what I'm saying to my
What
whole
she was
year,
doing.
bro.
Let me stop.
But
Everybody make sure y'all fave everybody that's in the box too. You know what I'm saying?
Gemini, I see you down there too.
We
Yo,
gotta
Nita.
shout out Belly Fire
Big
Queen
Latte.
Gemini, the promo dropper that stepped in when
Yeah,
needed.
shout out to
promos
Fire
through
Queen.
the whole
Shout out to Fire.
Shout out to
Shout out
Fire
to
Queen.
Belly.
Shout out to
Thank you,
Fire.
baby.
Shout
We
out to
appreciate
Nita.
you.
Fire, for real.
Shout out to everybody that came through, man. You know what I mean? And supported. We appreciate y'all all the way through. The show's officially over, but we officially still
Lock
cracking.
it up, baby. Virgo,
You know
you
what I
ready to
mean?
start, baby?
I gotta give me